Hoi allemaal, welkom terug op mijn kanaal. Het is number 6 of the palette focus of the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions number 2. Tutorial number 6, really getting more into this palette. I am starting to love this palette a lot more and understanding a little bit of the color story, kind of, not fully, but learning to love all the beauty and aspects of it. So the last two tutorials, I went ahead and used KVD Beauty. No, this was Kat Von D. What was it? Sinner and Saint, I used the Sabbath and the Crucifix to give a little bit more dimension and warmth and that type of aspect to this palette. Today, I actually kind of want to do more of a smoky look. I think, again, ik denk ik, misschien. But I'm thinking of going into the Unfaithful and maybe the Heartache is kind of what I want to use today. These two, maybe, machine. But without further ado, let me get my eyes prepped and we will get into this tutorial. So yeah, give me one moment. All right, so the eyes are prepped with the Pro Filt'r Eyeshadow Primer by Fenty Beauty. I think this one is up. Opens up, Cyrus. Opens up. Onto the next. So, first and foremost, I am very curious of this Unfaithful. Unfaithful. I'm gonna go with my finger. We are just gonna go ahead and... Oh. She is emollient and immaculate. Oh, this is quite an interesting texture. I think for the most part, they always use this kind of as the base for the shadow, but I always put down primer just cause. Perfect. Oh my God, this is actually such a beautiful. Ooh, this is like such a rose, man. You know what it reminds me of? What is that color from Pat McGrath? Rose from the Moonlit Seduction, I think is what I'm thinking of. The Rose Man, whatever. I'll probably post it somewhere. That's what, this is the vibes this is giving me. Ooh. And you could move it around very easily. I like that. Oh. So, Unfaithful. Is this Unfaithful? Unfaithful. Don't be unfaithful to me, no. Unfaithful. But I'm just curious as to how this would look. I do love the fact that you can share this out, which I am loving. Let me dive back into this Unfaithful. Met the brush. And let me just go ahead and just kind of build up in the crease a little bit. Climb base from here. This is beautiful. I know for the last two tutorials, I used NARS as the foundation. That is my bad. I was supposed to be using the Patrick Ta. So moving forward from here on out, I'll be using either the cream and powder foundation combination or the Hydrolux Hydrating Luminous foundation as well, mainly. So I do apologize for that for the past two, but I do want to get more into NARS this year and moving forward. I think that will be a new one that will be added to my portfolio, but also for my kit. Perfect. This actually blends out very well. Like I said, I'm very late to this game. Patrick Ta, take my money. All right, so that is on. For the brow, let us go into the good old Adore for the brow highlight. Keeping it very Adores. Perfect. Oof. This is just, it gives me all the right yummies. Perfect. Awesome. Can never go wrong with a good highlight. And I'm still very curious about the duos that he came out with. I would love to get one or two or three or all of them. Next, let us go ahead and dive into Heartache. and begin to build up this I love that saturation. And I'm starting closer to the lash line. Before adding more to the top. Ooh. This actually adheres pretty well to the cream, which is good. I think they're training across cops. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Because this is a beautiful combination. And let's just go and add it all the way up. Because for what year are we in? 2025. I am curious if they are going to come out with another palette this year, another major dimension for but I would love for them to really hone in on more of the complexion for now, is what I would really like. This builds up very well. Going back with the crease brush and just blending that out. Oh, this. Because I already did a smoky look, I think, with, what was it? A fair. That was more sparkle. This one I want to keep a little bit more on the matte side to see how it goes. But for the most part, as of new, it is echt mooi. Ooh. Ooh, child. Then I'm going to go in with the pointer brush back into a fair. Heartache. And begin to do that. Perfect. So I'm gonna go and continue blending everything else, and we will see where everything is at before I move on to the face. Here is the final look of the eyes. I am actually really digging this. I think somebody with blue eyes, hazel eyes, and even green eyes, I think this will look really immaculate and more smoky. With brown eyes, it seems, for me, it's a little bit tamed because it really doesn't accentuate my actual eye color, but each their own. I'm gonna go into Adore, actually, to do an inner corner highlight. Just so we could get some smoky there as well. I mean, it may look like it's fall outside, but we are in the height of summer right now, and it has been raining the past couple of days. But anyhow, yeah, I think if you have blue eyes, hazel eyes, green eyes, I do think this will, if you really want to like, something really smoky, I would say do this, if you have this palette, obviously. Brown eyes, like I said, blues, purples, greens, actually, really, if you want to make an impact, if you want to make a punch, look at that, that is gorgeous. It's just a little subtle in the corner of the eye, that is all. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do the cream. I might do the cream. What is this, medium 3? I might do this today for this look. Excuse me, pardon me, I'm just dying. Because this, I don't know, should I do this one also instead? I don't know. Anyways, you guys will see the final look in a moment. But for the most part, I will continue to use mainly Patrick Ta for the rest of this series. I don't have any lips from Patrick Ta, which is fine because I have so many other lipsticks I need to go through anyways. But I will see you guys. I think I actually might do the berry one. Was it She's Wanted? I think it was She's Wanted. Let me see. She's different. She's Wanted. I might do that today for the blush. Or She Goes to the Gym. What is She Goes to the Gym? Where did she go? Let me do She's Wanted with this look today. I think I might use the cream for this, but we shall see. I'll see you guys in a moment with the final look. Here we are, tutorial number 6 of the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette focus. I am loving this look. Very, very fall for sure. I forgot. That's what you gotta do. To ignite, to initiate. The sparkle, sparkle. Yeah, anyways, tutorial number 6. Patrick Ta. Palette focus, Major Dimension 2. So, obviously, we kept the eyes very dramatic and simple today, which I am loving. I want to go a little bit more of like a rouge berry fall type of look. Foundation. Medium 3 cream foundation and finishing powder duo. I do love this a lot. As far as color check, close enough. Concealer is Charlotte Tilbury's Radiant Light Concealer. Light Reflecting Radiant, what is it? No, whoa. Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer 8.5. Foundation, I just said what foundation was. The color corrector still under the eyes. Bronzer. I went into the good old... I forgot what this was. I have this Cheerleaders Bronze Squad, because like I need to stop buying makeup. So I went in with Caramel. It is very warm, like Oompa Loompa orange warm, which I hate. I think the Hoola would have worked perfectly because it's more of a neutral bronzer, which I really, really love for more of my skin tone. But I went in with the Caramel. Contour is She's Chiseled. I went in with the powder bronzer actually just to get a little bit more definition, just a smidge. The blush is actually She's Wanted. I went ahead and used a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Very buildable, controllable, containable, which was nice. And then for a highlighter, I did a smidge from the Fire Queen 4-scope Benefit. I actually went in with Blaze as the highlighter, which I believe was kind of like this peachy warm type of duochrome thing going on. But for the most part, how am I gonna do this, Cyrus? Come on, let's just do it like this. This is like a peachy pink type of, yeah, peachy pink gold, rose gold type of highlighter. I think every brand kind of went through that phase where they did something like that, but this is the final look. Lips are Christian J'adore. The Rouge Dior Forever Liquid 843 in Divine. This is their once where you, and then it starts to sparkle, sparkle, which I do like. This is actually from Holiday 2024 that my husband bought for me for Christmas, even though we said we aren't buying any more makeup, but then he goes and buys me makeup. Anyways, tutorial number 6, I love this look. It is very much so rouge in many, many aspects. Obviously, skin, texture, I will smooth that out, edit that out, and when I edit things out, but from beautiful. I love this cream foundation because it just really evens out the skin tone. Obviously it's not meant to be like a full coverage type of glam thing, but if you are actually having like a really good skin moment, especially during the summer, for me my skin really starts to clear up, kind of, and it really starts to even out. So this really helps to smooth everything out, even out the skin tone, even make the texture look a little bit more smooth, which I do love. But besides that, I really do adore this foundation. I would love to get more, for sure, from my kit, but I know I need to go through so much other things before I can start doing that. Plus shipping here, it's going to be so expensive once they ship it here. because I gotta pay for import fees and tax apparently. Because I think I was looking a while ago, and I think like one foundation is almost like 80 or 90 euros. Yeah. But besides that, this is beautiful. This is a moment she's wanted, that is for sure. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, because definitely many more to come, obviously. But yeah, tutorial number 6, we are getting into it. We have definitely been able to play with a lot of the colors in the color story, and I think I'm gonna try to get to 10 before I start incorporating other palettes from other brands into this, because let's be realistic, it's 2025. People have about 2 to 3 to about 15 to 70 or 100 to 200 different types of palettes. So as far as an actual brand focus, I do think the brand has expanded very well in their color story. The complexion, the lips, the highlighters. I mean, you have a liquid foundation and you have a cream foundation. I'm curious, because right now it is Yuli. So I'm curious if they will be doing concealers this year, possibly for fall or maybe beginning of next year. But I will see you guys in the next tutorial.